Greetings. As cities across the nation and globe respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, it is important that the health and safety of every resident be the essential focus of our decision making. Your leadership must project calm, but be honest with you. The best way to be honest is by listening to the experts and implementing policy which is consistent with their recommendations. This is a very unique moment in history, which requires unity now more than ever. Our decision to create restrictive policy around public gatherings balances the question of how do we work to protect the safety of every person while attempting to operate an economy in the presence of COVID-19. This requires our collective effort and shared responsibility as we endeavor to invent our path forward. On April 1st, I signed a stay-at-home order for all Jacksonians to avoid any unnecessary and non-essential outings. This order is in effect until April 17th, 2020. The decision to put these measures in place is not one that was made lightly, but out of the utmost concern for the health and well-being of our residents to stop the spread of this virus. It is important that we understand how this virus spreads. We know that COVID-19 mainly spreads from person-to-person contact. That means that the greatest danger of exposing yourself to the virus is when an infected person sneezes or coughs and you inhale the droplets. The best way to prevent inhaling the virus is social distancing, keeping at least 6 feet away from others so that you cannot inhale the virus. Experts believe that people are most contagious when they are sick and they have a fever, a cough, or feel tightness in their lungs. But people can also spread the virus without feeling sick. These people are asymptomatic, which means that they do not show any sign of infection, which is why it is so important to avoid others as much as possible, because people can spread the virus without knowing that they are infected. Also, you can spread the virus through contaminated surfaces. If you touch a surface where the virus is present and then touch your mouth, eyes, or nose, you can become infected with COVID-19. This virus can last on surfaces for up to 5 days. So you all must maintain proper hygiene. This is why hand washing and cleaning and disinfecting surfaces in your environment is so important. You can avoid COVID-19 by regularly washing your hands with soap for at least 20 seconds and cleaning and disinfecting surfaces like countertops, doorknobs, and handles, any surface that is regularly touched. It is important that we practice social distancing. We have to stay at home, cover coughs and sneezes, wear a face mask if you feel sick, and clean and disinfect surfaces in your environment. There is a lot of fear around this virus. However, most infected people will only have mild or moderate illness and should recover at home. But there are also people that are more vulnerable to COVID-19. These are people of any age that have underlying health conditions like lung disease, heart disease, and diabetes. This group has a higher risk of complications from the virus and should call for care as soon as their symptoms start. If you believe that you are experiencing symptoms of the coronavirus, which includes a fever, a dry cough, and shortness of breath, contact your healthcare provider or the coronavirus hotline to determine if you need to be tested. It is important that you utilize telehealth services as much as possible so that our healthcare facilities do not become overwhelmed. I want you to know that the city of Jackson is not waiting for this virus to attack us. We are being proactive to keep our residents safe. We call this fight together, stand apart. As the city, we are using our resources to keep our residents safe and fighting back against COVID-19. We are purchasing our own rapid COVID-19 test and partnering with Jackson Hines Comprehensive Health Center to have screening and testing for anyone who needs it. We are purchasing our own symptom collector so that you can log your symptoms from the comfort of your home and not take the chance of infecting others. And your city is partnering with our local hospitality industry to provide safe spaces for isolation for those who do not have safe space or would put others at risk in their homes. Our new website, Fight Together, Stand Apart, has resources for those who need a meal, need to find educational resources for their children, and resources for the many small businesses who are the most affected during this stay-at-home order. While we want more testing, our testing must lead to action. Fight Together, Stand Apart has a symptom collector. This is an important tool in our fight against the virus. We need to understand where people are feeling sick in our city so that we can connect them with our medical partners for COVID-19 screening and testing. This will help us to isolate the virus and keep others from being infected. For those citizens who do not have the resources to isolate in their home, we are partnering with our local hotels to have a safe and comfortable place for you to isolate as you recover from this infection. Once we understand where COVID-19 is in our community, we will have a fighting chance of containing the virus and its spread. We need all Jacksonians to come together in this time to help us fight against this virus in our community. If you have a fever, are coughing and or sneezing, and feel shortness of breath, we need you to call your personal health care physician and go to Fight Together, Stand Apart to log your symptoms into the symptom collector. If you do not have a doctor or do not have health insurance, please go to the symptom collector, log your symptoms, and you will be connected with free screening and, if necessary, testing. These are unprecedented times, and I want to thank everyone for your continued cooperation and vigilance as we all work together to fight the coronavirus. It is up to every one of us to do our part to stop the spread of the coronavirus and flatten the curve here in Jackson. Stay at home, save lives, and together we will make it through. Thank you.